The first site of European settlement south of Sydney wasn't Melbourne or Adelaide or even Hobart. It was this place, Preservation Island. A remote island off Tasmania's northeast coast, it is named after the remarkable story of human endurance that began on its shores. When a merchant ship travelling from Calcutta to Sydney sprang a serious leak, the crew were shipwrecked on nearby Preservation Island. It was February 1797, and this tiny island in Bass Strait had become the site of the first European settlement south of Sydney. The ship's longboat was repaired, and 17 men, 5 British seamen and 12 Bengali seamen, left the remaining crew behind on the island with the hope of making it to Sydney and fetching help. The longboat got to 90 Mile Beach in northeast Victoria before it was irreparably damaged. From here, the men began the brutal 700-kilometre journey to Sydney on foot. For 62 days, they walked through extensive stretches of Aboriginal country, previously unexplored by Europeans. They navigated high bluffs, ever-shifting dunes, lakes, large river mouths, and very thick brushwood. Originally wary of meeting them, they became more and more dependent on the locals, who frequently helped them across rivers and showed them the way north along traditional paths. As their journey progressed, the men weakened, conditions worsened, and tragedy was never far off. But thoughts of the men waiting back on Preservation Island spurred them on. Because these men were not explorers, they travelled through the extraordinary landscape of southeastern Australia, not to discover, but to escape. Not for adventure, but because of misadventure. And although they walked further on Australian soil than any non-Aboriginal person had walked before them, they remain today much as they appeared to the Aboriginal people they encountered along the way, apparitions, wayfarers who've yet to walk into history. I'm Mark McKenna, and you can find out more in my new book, From the Edge.